Yesterday, Axios released the audio file of Joe Biden's interview. They're kind of suspicious about it. How did they get the audio file? How did they get the audio file? Because I don't think the administration gave it to them. Did they break any law? Probably not. Have they had it all this while and kept it until now? Who knows? But those are not the main question. The main question was this same media, when the news about how Joe Biden bombed the interview came up, people like Kamala Harris, every single Democrat in the Congress called it gratuitous. Adam Schiff was furious at Robert Halls for even releasing anything. He said it was politically motivated. But one funny thing is that Axios, in their own analysis, gave the same conclusion that this audio proved that actually the conclusion reached by the jury was accurate. That is a well-meaning old man with lapsed memories. It's not a new thing, even though they pretend to make it look like it's a new thing. The whole world knew about this. Even a comedy satire TV station in Italy was making fun of all of this. But what did the media do? They covered it up, as they usually do. They played the arm of the left. And when I say the left, I don't mean only the Democrat. I mean like every person around the world. I remember arguing with my friend. He said he preferred Biden to be president again to Trump. That is when I realized that you're not arguing with people who are ready to follow the facts. You're arguing with ideologues. Everyone who is honest knew that Joe Biden could hardly string a piece of thought together. If you remember during the election, his infamous Turunana pleasure. They knew he said that, but nobody knows what it actually meant. They covered it up. At a point in time when the world was boiling, Ukraine was boiling, Joe Biden was the president. Everyone knew that he was not in charge of anything. Now, Axios want to take the glory of having released the audio or the audio of the interview. It was kind of 1 minute too late. There's no new thing they're saying that we don't know, even though the media is pretending that they have landed on it. No, they all knew it. The White House correspondent, they knew it. At least every now and then they see him. They all knew that he was not there mentally. So releasing this audio is try to create a figment of what may be called credibility, which they lack whole and whole. The media, not only in the US, all over the world, lack credibility. It was in Italy that Joe Biden followed the people who landed the parachute. What did the media say? The media call it deep fake. The entire US media, the entire world media, if you go to the feed, MSN news feed, you say anything contrary to that, they calumnize you. They call it deep fake. The Swedish media, German media, UK media, US media, all called it deep fake. But they saw it that this man, instead of staying with the other dignitaries, the president of other countries, he wallowed out. The same thing he did at the Amazon. Now they want to claim that it was physical element. It's not physical. It's mental, psychological. It's mental. He was not there. some people who cannot work use their brain effectively. Not what the case with Biden is. The brain is dead. But my problem is not the brain being dead. It's the wife, the family, the Democrat Party, the left all over the world, especially in Europe, because they know they need him to keep on piling money in what is going on in Ukraine, to keep on grinding in a grinding machine the children, 17-year-old of Ukraine, putting them out there to die in the hands of Russia, and even the Russians dying. They know that if Joe Biden is out, the next president might not be in the same line with them. That is why they covered it up, because they saw him in all the meetings. And the wife is the worst of the worst. How can a woman, somebody who have lived his life with you for many years, you put him out that way to the public, where he's just a complete shell of himself? And that's it. It's quite unfortunate. So the releasing the audio by Azios doesn't change anything. The media can't pat itself at the back at this moment that they've done something great by releasing the media. Releasing the audio is just one of those things that they ignored to do, just like Jake Tapper. Even Jake Tapper, he claimed that, it was the first time he seen. Nobody fooled you. You were in a heated argument with Lara Trump when he was telling you what we are seeing of this man is completely crazy. He's not there. He accused her of laughing at the stutter. And you ask yourself, it must have been a very terrible type of stutter that you even forget that you are greeting dead people. You are wandering away, you are finishing a talk in Amazon, you wander away into the rainforest. That must be a very heavy type of stutter. That is when the media doesn't want to say the truth. And that's the problem. If a tree falls in the forest, did it make a sound if nobody heard it? And the media knows it. Unfortunately for them, the alternative media have risen to give them the match of their time. Every single one of their shows is completely going downward because nobody trusts them anymore. If nobody trusts you, why would they listen to you? They just look at the news now for correspondence. Oh, okay, they have it. These people have it. These people have it. But they know where they're looking for the information. So you can fool some people sometime, but you can't fool all the people all the time. So if the media wants to regain its credibility, they should start by apologizing for leading everyone astray since 2020. Covering up for the establishment. The virus, what they did with it, telling us that 6 feet distance, that it has any relevance to any objective reality. Claiming that herd immunity that have been the maxim since the world immemorial is no more anything to go with. And those cover up to this time. They keep on covering up. And until they start telling the truth, until the media, establishment media, the state-owned media start telling the truth, until they start telling the truth, they will be subjected to complete annihilation, immolation. They will die in themselves because the audience are leaving them. It's usually the boomers who sit at home enjoying the money they made. Yeah, they made the money. But they have also understood that their own time is winding down, just as our own time will follow up. But they're the main consumers of the TV and radio these days. The new generation get the news from different sources, and until the establishment media finds out the way to make them to stay, their stations will close down one after the other, just as CNN's cable closed, CNN streaming closed. Every one of them will close because they lack credibility and they do nothing to up their tempo, up the ante. So, ladies and gentlemen, don't let them fool you. Always do your own research. Find your own source of information. Correspond if you have to, because they have fooled us enough. It's time to push back. Their lies cannot sustain. And everyone knew Biden was not there while he was still in office. So on that note, have a beautiful day.